Enrique, thank you very much for your words. Again, for those who haven't had the opportunity to introduce myself to, my name is Cardenas, and I'm president of this fine organization, which is the New York City professional chapter of the Society of Fine Professional Engineers. So essentially, I mean, thinking about tonight's work, so how is the food, first of all? Mi perdí con ese pedazo de pollo tan grande que se llama roast con Honduras. Estaba rico, ¿no? For those of you who don't understand what I said, the food in the back was kick-ass, was really good. So essentially, before I share my thoughts, I actually want to share a personal story. We all touched upon how we were able to get Nick here tonight. As Nick stated, as Enrique stated, a few weeks ago at the SHPE National Conference in Phoenix, Arizona, there was the Gala Banquet. And towards the end of the Gala Banquet, Luis Miranda, the external vice president, and I started exchanging text messages and how motivational, how great Nick was. And the idea kind of came up with how amazing would it be to have Nick come here tonight. I kind of mentally poo-pooed the idea, thinking, no, I don't think it's going to be possible. Nick just addressed about 3,000 people. And I'm thinking, okay, hopefully we get like 100 plus people to come. So I'm thinking, it's not going to happen. Towards the end of the Gala Banquet, I had to make the executive decision. I can go try to coach you or not. I did. I said, I'm going to do it. So I ran to the center of the Gala Banquet in the front. But to my disappointment, I couldn't find Nick yet, part of it. So I figured, like the saying goes, Dios sabe cómo las cosas. Or in other words, perhaps it just wasn't meant to be. Came back to New York and our search for a keynote continued. And as Enrique stated, it was kind of somewhat challenging. So I actually called in the big number, emailed Enrique, and asked him, would it be possible? So a few days later, he actually confirmed that it was going to be possible, but the email came up pretty late at night. So I didn't get it, I was actually there already. A fellow board member texted me that same night saying, it happened. Again, I didn't see it because I was in bed. Around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, for whatever reason, I woke up and I noticed I had a text message. I look at it and it says, "We got Nick." I'm like, yes, we got Nick. And then I'm like, and my head started spinning. What do we need to do? How do I take advantage of this opportunity? I've been challenged by Enrique to reach out, invite more members, invite more students, invite more corporate, anything we need to do, and every permutation I could possibly think of to make this night a success. We thought about it. So, needless to say, I didn't sleep much all night. I didn't have much of it. I'm just tossing and turning. So, I guess the moral of that story is, I really should have read that text message in the morning. I would have slept much better. But so tonight I'm going to touch upon some subjects that were touched upon by Nick and Enrique, because it's just something that we need to hear. Something I need to hear, something I need to remind myself at all times. Essentially what I'm going to do tonight is break up my speech into 2 sections. One, which will undoubtedly knock the sales from your wings. Knock the wind from your sales, apologies. And secondly, what we're doing in this organization to try to change some of the facts and statistics. I got a lot of information directly from the census, so that's rock solid information that we'll cover. So briefly, I wanted, as the engineer that I am, I wanted to not only address you tonight with heartfelt words, but again, those statistics and figures that will help us understand where we are. Just like the president gives a state of the union to the country, I wanted to give like a state of Hispanics in the union. So walk with me as I present this. I'm going to jump directly to slides, see if it actually works. One of these. There we go. I'm actually going to start reading statistics directly from the 2000 census. This first one here is, and a lot of these are really just awe-inspiring things that we just need to understand where we stand as Hispanics. This first one, high school dropout rates by race and Hispanic origin. And this one shows, it says, as shown in the figure, Asians and non-Hispanic whites had the lowest percentage of high school dropouts in 2000. Hispanics, 21.1%, as you can see from the bottom, had the highest. Pretty absurd. Another fact that says here, very interesting. I don't have this slide for it. It says some groups of the number of high school dropouts increased dramatically due to the rapid population growth and only modest improvement in high school completion rates. While the total number of 16 to 19-year-old dropouts decreased by 2%, the number of dropouts in the Hispanic population increased 52%. 52%. But we're happy to see that in the big pool, in the large scale of things, from 1990 to 2000, the whole pool did go down, that whopping 0.7%. It can't be denied that it's kind of buried in there, that 52% increase in Hispanic dropouts. Next slide, college students by age, sex, race, and ethnicity. The percentage of Hispanics completing high school, college attendance among young adults differs greatly by race and ethnicity. The rate was above national average for Asian, non-Hispanic whites, below national average for other Pacific Islanders, blacks, American Indians, and Hispanics, 14%. What I wanted to show you was a 14%. Of all the ethnicities in college today, nosotros Latinos, we are only 14%. Now I'm showing you progressive how it works, from college to high school. We're going to get into other stats here. In occupational attainment, Hispanics and Latinos, 52.4% of them are in high school. Now let's compare that number to white or non-Hispanic, 85%. Let's jump into something we can more relate to. Bachelor degrees or more. Only 10.4% of us have attained a bachelor's degree. Who in the room has advanced degrees? Master's or higher. So we're definitely preaching to the choir here, but we need to understand how we stand as a group in this. 3.8% of Latinos have advanced degrees. Another figure that I must share with you. It states 10 cities of 100,000 or more with the highest percentages of people aged 25 and over who have not completed high school in certain urban areas in California, Texas, Florida, New Jersey. One characteristic shared by many of these places was the high percentage of Hispanic population. Very sad. For the fact that we're not graduating in high schools or even college directly affects the fact where are we working? When we're Latinos, where are we in the economy? Only 18.1% of us are in management professional fields. We are well represented in others, but we need to increase the number of management. White alone, non-Hispanics or Latino, 36.6%. And that naturally flows to income. The median income for Hispanics, granted this is 1999, was the mean income was $44,520 compared to 60,000 of non-Hispanic whites or Asian leading the record here with 67,000. So let me start with the simple fact that if you're in this room, you're doing something right, and for that I congratulate you. We need to understand that if you're in this room, you already defined statistics that show you that you should either be a high school dropout or you should earn a minimum wage, and for that I congratulate you. But we need to understand that we need to do more in our community. Be it if your community is Jackson Heights, Washington Heights, or what I call home now, Jersey City Heights, we need to do more. So what are we doing with this power? Let me also congratulate you for the fact that everyone in this room has reached role model status. Role model status. What does that mean? For the fact that we have these poor numbers, we already have been determined to be role models in our families and in our communities. How are we using this power? To steal a quote from our famous New York